1051.
Power 1051 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning. We have a special guest. The champ is here.
That's right, a living legend.
The champ is here, Mr. Floyd Mayweather.
Money Mayweather. Don't forget the money, bro.
Floyd Money Mayweather. I don't know so long. I don't know if he's Pretty Boy Floyd, if he's Floyd Money Mayweather, or if he's just Floyd May.
Well, if he's pretty, that's a matter of opinion. If you think he's pretty, then that's your thing.
That was his name.
Well, no, that's because his face doesn't get touched, so he's always going to be pretty.
Defense at one particular time, but you know, I'm happy to be here, man.
Well, welcome. Thank you for getting up so
New York
early.
City 105, the best station in the nation.
Absolutely.
I always say Floyd Mayweather is the greatest defensive fighter of all time, and you can't beat what you can't touch.
Well, I try. I go out there, just work hard. Like I said, I dedicated myself to my craft. You know, I was in boxing. I've been in boxing my whole life. My tremendous team, though. You know, they took care of business outside the ring, and I went inside the square circle and done what I had to do.
Now, you've done a great service to Showtime by taking your talents over there. And I was thinking when you did that deal, I said, how is he going to stay at HBO? Because you never seem to be that happy there. I remember you had said that HBO was racist and you had some issues with them.
Well, that was I was young. I'm sorry to cut you off, sweetheart. I was young at that particular time. You know, sometimes you say things that you really don't mean. You know, when you're young, you know, you speak without thinking. I'm a lot older. I'm a lot wiser. And me and HBO, we had a great relationship, you know, while it lasted. I moved on to Showtime and CBS. Our relationship is great. Everything is positive. Everything is going good. And I'm happy, you know, with where I'm at right now.
You got a
in
great
my
deal.
career.
They must have been devastated for you to go, though, because you're definitely the, obviously, biggest boxer alive
The
right now.
only boxer right now that matters.
I was a free agent, actually. You know, so.
So it was two deals on the table between HBO and CBS?
No, it's like a joint. It's like a joint venture together. You know, CBS and Showtime, and they gave me a long-term, basically a lifetime deal that I couldn't refuse. And I sat back. I had to think about my family, my children, their education, and I had to put myself in the best position possible. And that was the best thing for Floyd Mayweather.
You know, when it comes to you, they can't wait to say something negative. So Dan Raphael tweeted on Tuesday that the pay-per-view numbers were less than 1 million. He said that was a bad sign for Showtime.
But it's way too early for them to tell.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. My thing is to me myself. I'm facing a guy who no one never knew, but he did make noise in the boxing world, Robert Guerrero. But he's never, like I said before, he's not a household name. So basically, I'm carrying pay-per-view by myself. So you know that's kind of tough. But like I said before, you know, I'm not perfect, but I've done a lot of record-breaking things.
Did you break your hand in that fight?
No. Actually, you know, I didn't go to a specialist. I went to the hospital, got my hand X-rayed, and everything is negative at this particular time.
Right.
So, like I said before, we'll get back in there in September and do what we got to do.
How many more fights does Floyd have or want to fight?
5.
5, that's
and once
it.
that deal is
5.
over, you're done.
I'm done.
Bernard Hopkins said the same thing like 20 fights ago, but he's still out there.
But then what if they say, okay, we got another, you know, one more fight, 100 million after that?
We'll have to take it. We'll have to take it.
It's still Money Mayweather.
Who else is out there for you to fight, though? It's really like...
Well, it's right. I'm just testing my skills right now against the top competitors that they got out there. They still got some top competition. It's just that they're not household names like myself.
You're doing charity at this point. At this point, you're like, hey, come get some of this money, man. I'm gonna whip your ass, but come get some of this bread.
It's kind of like charity work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said before, the sport of boxing will live on. We got Mayweather Promotions. Leonard Ellaby has done a tremendous job. Al Heyman has done a tremendous job. And, you know, a lot of times people like to say the sport of boxing is dead. Man, this sport of boxing is living on.
Is there anybody you want to put your hands on that's not a boxer? I.e. Larry Merchant, anybody like that?
No. Me and Larry Merchant, we bumped heads in the past. And everything's just a learning experience.
Nobody at all?
No.
But your hands are registered weapons, right?
Yes.
That wouldn't be a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean,
just solidarity with your fist.
But you know what? 50 Cent said you guys have gotten into fist fights before a couple of times. I don't know if he was joking, but...
That's just a joke, not true.
Okay. Now, how is it having your dad back on the team, like with you, training you?
My dad is a tremendous coach. He's one of the best coaches out there. My Uncle Roger is a tremendous coach. And I'm working hand in hand with my father and my uncle.
Right. But your father kind of wasn't really working with you prior to this fight.
We bump heads because, you know, he want things done a certain way, and I feel that we're professionals now. We're at the top level, and I want to approach things in a certain way. But now he understands how I want to approach things. So, you know, he respects me and I respect him.
I think that's the fight we wanted to see. Your dad versus his dad
Oh man,
in the ring. I think his dad won like no fights or something like that, right?
who? Robert?
Yeah.
His father?
Yeah.
I don't know what. Well, from what I hear,
What you hear?
his father was 0-7, and he been knocked out 6 times.
Damn, it's not a good thing.
That's not a good thing.
And so he was going crazy at the press conference, but it's part of the sport.
Okay.
Now, some people were saying that you're not as flamboyant as you used to be. You're a lot more thoughtful, and they feel like, okay, we want that old Floyd back. But you're saying you're older now. Things are different. You realize when you were younger.
Yeah, you calmed down a lot.
Oh man, you know, been in the sport 17 years. It's been a roller coaster ride, a long career. Thing, you know, like I said before, you know, you grow as far as with age you grow,
Right.
and that's all I'm doing. I'm growing mentally.
Was that whole fake money thing ever real when they said you was throwing fake money in the clubs?
No, absolutely not. You know, you hear people saying certain things, and like I said before, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You know, as far as myself, I just stay in my lane, and I don't speak on nobody else's finances. Like I said before yesterday, when me, you, and Envy was talking.
Absolutely.
Now, what about going to prison and then coming out and having to fight? Did you, at any point, think, okay, man, I really hope that my skills haven't deteriorated at all? I know when you were in jail, they were saying that you weren't able to train the way that you needed to.
At first, it was kind of rough, to be locked away. I done my time in a hole. I was locked up 23 hours a day with 1 hour out and no contact visits.
Damn, what you do during that time?
Was that because you're so famous they didn't want you around?
I don't know. I was locked up in the max unit. So then I just started. Eventually, I started doing push-ups, and I got up to 1,300 push-ups a day, and I got
13.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That's all you can do is read, write letters, and do push-ups.
So is there a Floyd Mayweather book coming out?
Probably in the future. Probably, hopefully.
What does Money Mayweather think about in the hole? Like, what's going through your mind?
I just thought about my family, thought about my career, and thought about making some just major changes, with my team, and I came up with a lot of ideas.
Right.
Did your same team support you, write you, stay close to you, make sure you were good? Is there anybody that didn't write you that was distant?
Actually, everybody wrote me letters. Celebrities. I received 200 or 100, like 100,000 to 200,000 letters.
Did Justin Bieber write you?
If he did, I didn't receive
You
it.
didn't get that one? I seen Bieber bring you out, and I know you don't listen to Bieber when you train. I know you ain't got Bieber on when you doing them push-ups.
My daughter's a fan of Justin Bieber. I like it. Actually, his last song that he came out with, I think it was with Drake. I like the song.
Yeah.
But you did have Lil Wayne bring you out for this last fight. Now, what prompted that decision?
Well, Lil Wayne has always supported me, and I've always supported Young Money and Cash Money.
Right. That makes
So,
sense.
I hang out. Me and Baby hang out. We gambled before, in the
That's
past.
hanging out.
That's the high roller.
That's hanging out. Yeah, we hung out, gambled.
Can Baby play with you though?
We gambled before. He beat me out a little bit of money. It's cool. We have fun. He a cool dude.
Has the thought of losing ever crossed your mind, or do you can't even think about that?
Well, I was saying on a documentary, you could take a loss in life. I mean, as far as inside the ring, my focus is just to go out there and be at my best. That's winning to me. Just going out there and being at my best. But I take when you lose a loved one, that's taking a loss. But in the ring, I just try to focus on winning.
If on your 5th fight, say the last fight in your contract, you lost that last fight, could you still walk away from the sport?
It happens. Things happen. Only thing you can do is come try to bounce back like a true champion, but not in the ring if you take a loss, just in life. helping other young fighters get to that next level.
Absolutely.
Now you still have the record label.
Yes.
What's the name of the label?
Filthy Rich. Well,
Filthy
I don't
Rich?
actually. We got somebody else that runs the label now. You know, a boy from Harlem, a guy from Harlem, the Harlem Hot Boy, P. Rillum, my guy, and Earl Hayes.
Okay.
Earl Hayes.
Now you started the label because of what? Did you used to rap?
No, I like to play with it.
So you rap.
No, I like to play with it.
What's your rap name? Because you gotta have a different rap name. It's not. What was it? Money May?
Money.
Money.
They do call me Money May, but
See, I knew it.
that's not my rap name, but they call me that.
Is Ray J still part of the Money team?
Yes, Ray J. That's actually Ray J texted me yesterday. Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
just had to make sure because there was all kinds of things that went down last time in Vegas.
When you and 50 split, who got custody of Ray J?
Oh, you stupid.
No, he's part of the Money team though.
Oh, you stupid.
I don't really see Ray J hang out with 50. I see him hang out with Floyd.
Yeah.
Now, what's your relationship with 50? What happened with Fifth? With Fifth, you guys were. I never seen Fifth hang out with nobody. Then you guys had a relationship that was like brothers, like I mean, everywhere with each other, spending money, doing this, doing that.
And friends with each other's children. You
And
know
then
what
all
I
of a
mean?
sudden
That's
it
like
just
a family thing.
disappeared. 50 came up here
It's
one
just
day.
like when it comes to business, sometimes two people don't see eye to eye. We just didn't see, eye to eye in business. And it was sometimes it's best when you don't see eye to eye for him to go his way and for me to go my way.
Gotta be deeper than that. He put
No,
on Twitter,
listen,
he sold-
money and business I think is the number one thing that can, and women, the number one things that can really ruin a friendship, and so I can see that happening because 50's been very vocal about his issues that he's had with you. I feel like the issues have changed though, like in different things. Like sometimes he says, it's a money thing. He invested money into this company and.
Well, he invested money into his own company. My company has always been Mayweather Promotions.
Right.
That's been my company from the beginning. And I know 50 has had G Unit, from the beginning. And I know he's with Interscope. So Mayweather Promotions has always been the company that I've been with, which is my company.
Right.
Now he said something on Twitter that he was getting rid of selling his jacket for $1 or something like that, his Money Team jacket, and he came up here one time and was talking about you spending money and saying that you spend money on your friends because you buy your friends, and it just seemed weird. Like, where did that come from? It has to be something. Did he look at your girl? Did you look at his girl? Like,
No.
what was? It had to be rooted from somewhere. Because you
No.
guys were tight, like
I said
close.
before, it's just business. Just not seeing eye to eye on business. And he's entitled to say whatever he wants to say, just because he may say something negative don't mean that I'm going to say something negative. I have to be the bigger person.
And at the heart of it, you guys still did have a deep-rooted friendship. Just now because of business, y'all aren't seeing eye to eye. That doesn't mean later on down the line.
Well, you can never say what the future holds,
Right.
but as of right now, I wish him nothing but the best.
Even though he was making a deal with Pacquiao, that was like
He's
that's
not going to say nothing negative about
I
50,
know,
Envy. I
still,
know you're
just
trying to get it out of him,
something
but he's
from
not going to
somewhere.
do it.
Like, it had to be like they were close, like close, like stayed at each other's cribs, bought each other cars, like they were close.
Yeah, but
It wasn't like, me and you were cool.
He's like, I'm not going to tell you
But they were
exactly.
close.
This is something that's private,
it's just
personal
basically
business.
We're not seeing eye to eye on business.
Right.
And
I mean, if you want me to break it down, I'll break it down.
All right, break it down, Missy.
Hey, just call one
break it down.
Just
I'm
call
gonna
one of
break
them
it down.
big
Here's
dudes
what
in here
happened,
wearing
okay?
t-shirts on
Here's
to
what
shut this
happened.
up.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Tell me, Yee.
All right. They were gonna go into business together. Floyd went to prison, and 50 said, "Okay, let me incorporate this business, invest my money into it." But it wasn't a business that Floyd never said, "Okay, I need you to incorporate this." I never told you to do all that. So is this what happened? So 50 went ahead and invested his money into this. Floyd was like, yo, I didn't even tell you to do that. Then Floyd came home. He was chilling, spending money. 50's like, when am I get my money back that I invested? Floyd's like, I didn't tell you to do that. And then that was it.
Was that it? Was she there? Is she right? Is she close?
Floyd like, damn, you 50? How you know all that?
I read it. And I mean, it sounds like a legitimate reason. It's not like we hate each other, we had a big falling out. It seems more like a misunderstanding that, he was eager to do something and form this corporation with you. Maybe you weren't 100% sure. And he went ahead and did some things that he thought he was being aggressive. And you were like, yo, I don't even know. We didn't work this out.
Like I said before, my company is Mayweather Promotions.
Right.
That's my company, and We the past, the present, and the future of sports and entertainment. That's my company.
Does that situation change your perception of who you bring in your circle now? Like you on your no new friends thing, like Drake?
You know, a lot of times we like to call people friends. Sometimes we have a lot of associates that we think are friends.
Mm-hmm.
But at least, you know, like I said before, I don't know if if you're my friend, you're gonna always be my friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're a real friend,
Right.
and real friends are gonna bump heads, but the public and the world should know what goes on within your friendship.
Yeah, what did you think about all the stuff that was on Twitter at the time? 'Cause I think you took one stab back, and then I haven't seen.
I think once it goes public, the friendship is over. Once y'all start throwing shots at each other publicly, it's done.
I didn't, you know, that wasn't really my focus. My focus was to, like I said before, stay in my lane and stay in my zone and do me.
What about your relationship with your children's mother? I mean, you guys have to get along for the sake of the kids now, but, you know, she can't stand your fiance clearly because she's very vocal about that.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you did go to prison. So are you guys on civil terms?
Well, like I said before, things can sometimes get over-exaggerated.
Mm-hmm.
Things can sometimes get over-exaggerated.
She clearly still loves you.
She said she could smash. She said you could smash anytime you want.
I'm a good parent, and she's a good parent. And the main thing is best for both of us to be there for our children.
Right.
You know?
Why get married if you're Money Mayweather, man? All
you
these
are
chicks
engaged
like
now,
you got
right.
all this money, you can bang every chick in the world. Like, why put the jersey up in the rafters?
Bill Gates married.
That's true.
So
Why not?
we don't know what the future holds right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not married at this particular time. But there's no perfect relationship. You know, there's no perfect relationship, brother and sister, mother and son.
Right. Father and son. And
Father and son.
Uncle and son. I mean, nephew.
Yeah, so, you know, things happen.
When you walk away from the sport of boxing, okay, I keep hearing you say Mayweather Promotions is the future. Who's going to be the next guy?
We have a lot of talent. We have a lot of talent. You know, it was some guys that was fighting on pay-per-view that's under our banner. So, like I said, there's a lot of talent out there.
But do they have the personality, though? I mean, you could be great in the ring, but it's what you do outside of the ring.
Well, like I said in one of the documentaries, you know, we're all selling the same product. You know, who got the best sales pitch?
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch Zab Judas fight the other day? I know you guys used to be cool.
Yeah, I had a chance to watch that.
What'd you think about Zab Judas? Should he still be fighting or?
You put your head down and say, man, hang it up, Zab.
It was a very, very tough fight.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting.
Okay.
Exciting.
That's good.
And Zab is a tough competitor.
Do you think Zab should give it up?
That's not for me to say. I'm not his friend.
All right, so you do have your next fight scheduled, right? Already
Yeah,
September.
September 14th.
Mm-hmm. But you're not sure who your opponent's going to be.
No,
yet.
we don't know who the opponent is yet, but we will find out probably within the next month.
Yeah, does that ever get boring? Like you did the WWE thing one time.
That was fun.
Do you ever just say, you know what, I'm stepping into MMA? MMA starting to make a little thing, just fight one of them doing like Bones Jones or something.
Why the hell would he do some stupid?
Yeah, well, it's a
Whole
little
different kind of training.
It's different, totally different. The MMA, you know, it's crazy. You know, it's a little no holds bars.
Right.
It's a little wild, but like I said, I'm always gonna stay in my lane. My lane is boxing. I've been doing this for 17 years as a professional, but in 1987 is when it all started.
Now, the only person I see that's as exciting as you could possibly be is Adrian Broner, but it seems like he's more into the lifestyle than the actual training in the boxing to me.
Oh, Adrian Broner, he's a young kid on the rise, and only thing he has to do is stay focused, listen, take his time, and he got a bright future.
And I see him on Twitter getting drunk. You ever want to pull him to the side and be like, bro, that's not how you do it if you're trying to be a superstar athlete.
I mean, that's the thing. These young fighters, they want the Floyd Mayweather life, but they got to be able to handle themselves like me outside the ring. They want the same thing in and out, so you got to be able to conduct yourself the same way inside and outside.
Right. Because you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't do any of those things.
Nah, but I used to party. I used to party heavy, but
we
never.
see you in the club, but you're not.
No,
wilding.
can't abuse the body. If I was abusing the body, then I wouldn't be able to last.
Like you might
this
go to
long.
the club and then go for a run after.
Yes.
Or run home from the club.
I'll bang a few chicks. That's good cardio.
No.
3 or 4 chicks at one time. That's great cardio.
Oh my goodness.
How would you know?
I've had 2, okay, at once.
All right, and how do you feel about people saying, with the last fight with Guerrero in particular, that they wanted it to be more exciting? You know, obviously they always want to knock out, and they want it to be entertaining, but some people felt like, okay, it wasn't as exciting as I wanted it to be.
What a thing. I mean, everybody has an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has an opinion. It's just, I feel like people expect so much from me. The expectations from Floyd Mayweather are so high.
It is.
So,
but you don't want to be exciting and then lose by trying to be exciting.
well, when I just gave you an exciting fight with Miguel Cotto, a toe-to-toe battle, blood, sweat, and tears, then they was like, Floyd Mayweather is losing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I go out there and dominate and blow a guy out, then they say, well, it wasn't exciting because he didn't land any punches. But I'm not in the sport to take no abuse.
Right.
You know, it's nothing cool about taking abuse.
Do you feel like you get the respect you deserve? Because like you said, after every fight, it's a but.
It's always going to be a question mark.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have to be happy first. Self-preservation. I have to be happy first, and I'm happy with my performance.
Now we see the cars, we see the jewelry, we see the house, we see everything. What is Floyd invested?
They said you got a lot of toys.
Nah,
He's not paid for like yours, though.
mine ain't paid for. I pay $10 a month.
No, that's not true. Somebody told me they saw you trading in your car the other day.
No.
Actually, the trainer in my gym, he said, yeah, MB had to go put his Fisker up.
No, I was trading the Fisker. The value of the Fisker, I bought it for $110,000 and it's worth $40,000, so I gotta get rid of it. Drop. That was one of those buys that you buy because you like it, and it's like that wasn't a good buy. But anyway, so what are you investing your money on?
I got a smart team.
Mm-hmm.
I have a real good team, smart team, and I'm comfortable. I don't really want to say, just different things.
He was a Forbes highest paid athlete on the list this
Do
year.
you even have to invest when you got that much money, though? Can't you just let your money sit in the bank and
You
gain
should
interest?
invest.
For what?
Long term.
Yeah.
Long term.
Come on now, that's how people
we
lose it.
make smart moves. We don't just think about ourselves or our children. You have to think about your grandchildren.
Gotcha.
So that's, you know, like I said, I have a tremendous team, a great team, and they done great work.
All right. Well, Floyd Mayweather, any other questions, guys?
I just want to know, so do you have in your mind who you want to fight next, September 14th?
I don't know. You know, I know it's a lot of young guns. You know, some
But
young
you must
guns
have
out there.
But in your head, you don't have to tell us who, but in your head, do you know already, if ideally?
Right now, no.
You know how many fighters want that lottery ticket? They hope if you do that through that charity
Charlamagne
work.
would do it.
I'll fight. Absolutely. I'm going to get my ass kicked.
You got fighters from 160 all the way down to 105 calling Floyd Mayweather out. So,
Charlamagne run the whole time, so he can't.
I don't know.
Now, I give everybody the knockout they want to see. First round, 30 seconds. Bow. Be out.
All right. It's Floyd Money Mayweather. It's the Breakfast Club, and it's Power 105.1.